morning, students. I hope that all of you are doing well. I hope that all of you are following the problems and theory what I have given in the previous classes. Today I am going to work out the numerical question number 11 and numerical question number 12. So now firstly I would like to take up numerical question number 11, students. Here you take down numerical question problem number 11. So here, as you know, I hope that all of you are in textbook. This problem I have already given you in the WhatsApp. Just if you are having WhatsApp, this you check up and then you go through this. See, problem number 11 goes like this. I am going to read out this. Prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet for the year ended December 31st, 2013 from the following receipts and payments account and balance sheet of a cultural club. See, students, here he has given receipts and payments account for the year ending March 31st, 2013. Receipts here he has given, and likewise payments here is given, opening cash and closing cash balance. After this, here he has given balance sheet for the year ending 31st March 2012. That is the opening balance sheet here he has given. So, with the help of this receipts and payments account and opening balance sheet, you are supposed to prepare income and expenditure account and closing balance sheet. Now I would like to work out the income and expenditure account, students. Here put it two lines here to differentiate between expenditure. So this is format of income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account for the year ended for the year ended 31st March 2013. So as you know, I already explained, in the debit side, we have to record all expenditure. Rupees, incomes, or rupees. So now, firstly, you come to the receipt side of receipts and payments account. As you know, in the receipts and payments account, here is given opening cash balance. That should not be taken into account while preparing the income and expenditure account. Subscriptions, here he has given subscription received for the year 2012-2000 and for the year 2013-22,000. So here we are not concerned with the previous year subscription. We are concerned only with the current year. So here by subscriptions received for the current year 22,000 you take in the inner column. And in one adjustment here he has given, you see, students, subscriptions received in advance. So what do you know, during the year 2012, subscription which relates to the current year, that is for the year 2013, they have received last year itself. So therefore,
that amount we have to take into account.
So therefore, to this year add subscription received last year. Subscriptions
Received last year, that is
1,000 rupees.
subscription received last year 1,000 rupees. And here in the balance sheet here he has given outstanding subscription. So that we will take up later. So here we have to add 1,000 rupees.
For the current year, total is 23,000.
Nice. After this, come to this entrance fees.
So here by entrance fees,
By entrance fees, here he has given students
2,800. 2,800.
2,800. And then locker
Locker rent by
one adjustment here he has given students. Locker rent during the year we have received 1,000.
here you take 1,000.
And then you see the last year balance sheet or the opening balance sheet students. Advance locker rent, that is they have received last year the amount which should have been received during the year 2013 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬಂತು ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಕರ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2012ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ 2013 ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಈ 2013ಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಕರ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು
So add received in last year and received in
ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್
200 rupees. So that comes to
1,200. And then life membership fees, as you know that life membership is a capital receipt that should not be taken. Life membership fees is a capital receipt though, so therefore it should not be taken into account. And then government grant, as I already explained, government grant is a revenue receipt. It is an income to the not for profit organization.
so therefore that has to be taken into account by government grant.
By government grant, here he has given
11,000 by government.
grant 11,000. So after this, as you know, let us come to the payment side students. So here in the payment side he has given, that is expenditure side. In the expenditure side, furniture, that is a capital item, that should not be taken. And then telephone expenses,
Two telephone expenses.
to telephone expenses, regarding telephone expenses, no adjustments students. So therefore, straight away you can take
Here
that is 800.
and then salary, two salary.
To salary, as you know, here he has given for 2012 they have received, and for 2013 they have received
4,000 rupees. You take in the inner column.
salary received for the current year is 4,000. And then in the adjustment you see here students, outstanding salary. So that is salary 2012, outstanding salary is, that means last year they should have paid 2,000 rupees. So out of which 1,000 they have paid. And then regarding this salary, no adjustments I think. Let us see. No adjustments. Advance locker rent, subscription received in advance, outstanding salary. Last year they should have paid 2,000 rupees. They have given in the current year 1,000 rupees they have paid, and on a balance 1,000 has to be shown. So salary is 4,000 rupees. No adjustments, students. Directly you can take it here, 4,000 rupees in the outer column. And then newspaper to newspapers, amount is 700 rupees. To newspaper, 700 rupees. And then sundry expenses to sundry expenses. As you know, the sundry expenses is also called as, what you call it as, miscellaneous expenditure. That is, itare kharchugalu anta karithivi navu. Other expenditure ge navu enanta karithivi, sundry expenses or miscellaneous expenses anta heltivi. So here sundry expenses, they have paid rupees 1,000. They have paid rupees 1,000 sundry. And then defense bond, it is a capital item that should not be taken. That should go to balance sheet. In the asset side you have to take into account. And then land is also capital item that should not be taken in income and expenditure account. And then closing cash balance, no, that shows that we are not supposed to take it here. And then you check up if there any item is left out. No other adjustments. Now let us find out the difference between these two students. The total comes to 38 students. So 38,000. That I think I hope that all of you got 38,000. Then 31,500. Difference we have to find out. 38,000. Now you find out the difference. So this is 31,500 is considered as, that is what we call it as excess of income over expenditure. I hope that all of you got this 31,500 is the excess of, here you write it here, to excess of income over expenditure. Income over expenditure, we are going to call it as surplus. We are going to call it as surplus. This is the 31,500 is considered as surplus amount or excess of income over expenditure, because this income side is more than the expenditure side. So I hope that students, all of you are followed. So once again, so here by subscription here received from the members, it is a revenue item 22,000. So regarding 1,000 rupees they have received last year itself. The amount which relates to current year, which relates to 2013. So therefore, what is the amount they have received last year itself for the current year? It is income for the current year. So therefore, you have to add subscriptions students. And then by entrance fees 2,800. Locker rent, this year they have paid, received 1,000 and received last year itself. So ಈ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಏನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಈ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಕಮು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು 1,200. ಅಂಡ್ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ದಟ್ we have received for the current year is 11,000. Government grant is a revenue item. So therefore, these are all revenue receipts received by a non-profit organization. And then come to the expenditure side. Telephone expenditure 800, salary 4,000 rupees, no adjustments. Newspaper 700, sundry expenses 1,000. So difference is excess of income over expenditure, or we are going to call it as surplus. So after preparing this income and expenditure account, now let us pass on to prepare
balance sheet.
So now I will rule you. I will rule this how to prepare balance sheet.
Here. So this is the format of
Balance sheet.
here बताइएगा
Of what is the name that here he has given? That is for the year ended. He has not given any name at all. Balance sheet for the year ended.
balance sheet as on sir. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2030.
Here the year he has given in receipt side 2012 and 13, but in the beginning here is given for the year ended December 31st, 2006. That is wrong. It is not December 31st, 2006. So it should have been that 2013. So 31st March 2013. So now let us come to the one by one. Closing cash balance.
So here
You take closing cash balance he has given in the payment side. Last item you are having this closing cash balance you are going to see.
here cash
He has given.
that is cash in hand.
Otherwise simply we are going to take this as
Cash 2500.
cash 2500 and then you take this land
Here
after this. So okay, let us see subscription received in advance and outstanding subscriptions 3000 rupees here. So last in the year 2012 outstanding subscriptions yesterday ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು 3000 ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ರೆಸಿಪ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ 2012ಕ್ಕೆ 2000 ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ 1000 ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ earned but not received ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 2013 we have received how much? Only 2000. 2012ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಗೆ 2000 ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು? 12ಕ್ಕೆ 3000 ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಆದರೆ 2000 ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ therefore still it is outstanding students.
so here outstanding
Subscriptions, so 3000
minus 2000 that is
1000 and any other subscriptions is there, subscription received in advance. Okay, no outstanding subscriptions here. So 2012 and 2013.
so outstanding subscription that is 1000. so here you can show that 3000 minus
3000
ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ 3000.
ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ 12ರದು
2000 ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು 1000. it is income earned but
not received ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. And then land you have to take into account students. So here he has given
land.
it is a capital item, it is an asset. Regarding land
20,000 here he has given.
after this
Defense bonds.
defense bond is also capital item students. So defense bond means we can this not for profit organization may purchase bond either from the government or from the other agencies. That is defense. It is they have purchased from the defense company. So defense bonds they have purchased. It is an asset.
So defense bonds
18,000 and then furniture here he has given students.
furniture is an asset.
Furniture here he has given furniture purchased 4,000. No opening item furniture. So therefore directly you can take it here furniture. And then now you come to the liability side, students. So in the liability side, so okay, here outstanding salary 2000 rupees. ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು 2000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 1000. Still another 1000 outstanding. ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ. Regarding salary, here in the last year balance sheet, outstanding salary is 2000 they are given, students, but they have paid only rupees 1000. So therefore it is still outstanding for the year. That is outstanding salary. Outstanding salary, that is you have to take it here 2000 minus 1000. 2000 minus, so still 1000 rupees they have to pay. That's outstanding salary. ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, still it is pending. Outstanding salary. And then regarding subscriptions, no received in advance. Outstanding subscriptions, that is okay. And then you come to this, students, regarding this capital fund. Capital fund, as you know, in the balance sheet here he has given, he himself has given the opening balance sheet. See here, loss item, capital fund, here he has given 36,800. So capital fund 36,800. To this we have to add, student, here life membership fees. Life membership fees is a capital receipt. So that has to be capitalized. That means that life membership fees has to be added to the capital fund. So add life membership fees. Life membership fees, here he has given 1,200. 1,200 here he has given. And then, so current year we got this excess of income over expenditure. If you got the surplus or excess of income over expenditure, it has to be added. That is 31,500. In this problem, we got excess of income over expenditure or surplus we are going to call it as. So that has to be added. So add surplus. If it is loss, then you have to deduct from this capital fund, students. Surplus 31,500. 31,500. This you add it. $69,500. Apart from this, see here in the liability side you see, students, that is loan here they have taken. So loan is a liability that has to be taken into account here. Loan is a liability that has to be taken here, 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. So these are the liabilities. Let us find out the total of this closing balance sheet. And total this. 5, 9 plus 1, 10, 1 carrier, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6, 8. So total of the liability side is, students, 80,500. Here also I am going to total this asset side. Let us see, 5, 15, let's see that what are the some item left technically are not taken. That is in the balance sheet. Defense bonds 1,000 subscription I have taken. Furniture 4,000 I have taken. 1,000 subscription I have taken. Defense bond 80,000 I have taken. Land 20,000. Land 20,000 I have taken. Another item is building that I have not taken here, students. So that is buildings.
So here, building 35,000 he has given. In the balance sheet here he has given, that is, you see, building 35,000. That is, I have not taken. See here, building is 35,000 here in the balance sheet. So now you find out the difference. This one, so 80,000. So 80,500 liability. Here 80,500 assets. So this is correct in your textbook, as you know. He has given surplus. You see, students, 31,500. You check up with your textbook. Answer here he has given 31,500 surplus or excess of expenditure over income. And the total of the closing balance sheet 80,500, students. Here this is the liability, this is the assets 80,500. So once again I would like to explain this balance sheet. See, cash closing you have to take in the asset side. So here liabilities, liabilities rupees, assets rupees. See here, closing cash, here he has given 2,500. Outstanding subscription, still it is outstanding, that is subscription earned but not received. So from 2012 it is outstanding, it is an income earned but not received. So therefore it has to be taken in the asset side. 3,000 they should have received, but they have received 2,000 during the year, and the balance is still 1,000. Land area is given 20,000, students. And then defense bond. Defense bond is a capital item, that is an asset. So you have to show in the balance sheet. Furniture here is given 4,000 and building 35,000. These are all about assets. And outstanding salary. Salary means still they should have paid 2,000 rupees. So but they have paid only 1,000 for the year 2012. So again still arrears. It is expenditure incurred but not paid. Salary ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? 2,000 ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 1,000 ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದು 2012 ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ 1,000 ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಂತದ್ದು ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕರ್ಡ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪೇಡ್. ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದು ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಫಂಡ್. In the balance sheet, opening balance sheet, in the problem itself he has given. Opening balance sheet he has given capital fund. So capital fund here he has given is 36,800. And then to that we have to add life membership fees. Life membership fees. Life membership fees 1,200. Capital fund we are having 36,800. Life membership fees is 1,200. And during the year we have earned a surplus or profit. We are going to call it as not profit, but we are going to call it as a surplus or excess of income over expenditure. So that is 31,500. Total comes to 69,500. And loan in the balance sheet here he has given loan is 10,000. So total of the liability side is 80,500. So this is all about problem number 11, students. I hope that all of you are well. ನಾನು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ರಿಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. But we cannot explain each and every item in Kannada because you are in English medium. You have to write answer in English only. So therefore, I think today I have explained to extent to a little bit in Kannada, students. So therefore, I hope that all of you follow. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಓವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಬರೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ನೋಡಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ದ income side. So overall, what are all the problems that we have worked out? So in all problem we got excess of income or expenditure. So now let us work out one problem on that that is what we are going to get, excess of expenditure over income. That is problem number 12. So in the textbook, I think you see problem number 12 in your textbook, page number 58. So part 1 textbook, page number 58. This also students have already given to you have already uploaded this problem in your WhatsApp. Okay, just you have to go through this, and then now let us pass on to work out this problem. That is problem number 12, students. So now let us pass on to this. Just I will read out this problem, students. Problem number 12, page number 58. From the following receipts and payments account, prepare final accounts of a Unity Club. Here he has given the name of the club, Unity Club, for the year ended March 31st, 2013. Just he has asked you to prepare final accounts. As you know, final accounts of not-for-profit organization consists of income and expenditure account and balance sheet. In this problem here is given receipts and payments account for the year ending March 31st, 2013. That is not necessary to read out this. And also opening balance sheet, that is balance sheet as on March 31st, 2012. That is last year balance sheet or opening balance sheet we are going to call it as. So here in this textbook, old textbook, here in the receipt side he has given 2013, 14 and 15. It is not 13, 14 and 15, but it should have been, you see in the receipt side, here he has given 2012, 2013 and 2014 students. So just because that year he has printed wrong. And balance sheet also here he has given. In this balance sheet, capital fund here he has given, that is 6,94,000. So with this he has given other additional information. So other additional information such as, you have to go through the other additional information very carefully, students. Unless and until you follow this other additional information, you cannot work out the problem. So therefore, point number 1, additional information, point number 1 is, the club had 500 members, each paying an annual subscription of rupees 150. Andre, ಈ ಕ್ಲಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಯೂನಿಟಿ ಕ್ಲಬ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟು 500 ಜನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮೆಂಬರು ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಅವನು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 150 ರೂಪಾಯಿನಂಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. This is the revenue income, students. And the second one is, on 31st March 2013, salaries outstanding amounted to rupees 1,200. ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. 31/3/2013ರಲ್ಲಿ salary incurred but not paid. It is an expenditure incurred but not paid. ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ. And salaries paid included rupees 6,000 for the year 2011 and 12. 2012 ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ 12,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 12ಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಸ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೋ ಎಷ್ಟು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ಇಸ್ 72,000. Out of this 72,000, 6,000 rupees inclusive of the last year, that should be deducted. And then adjustment number 3, students, provide 5% depreciation on land and building. So this is very, very important. So I think you may come across the depreciation the last year itself. While working out the financial statements last year, depreciation, I think I hope that all of you know what is ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಸವಕಳಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸವಕಳಿ. ಸವಕಳಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? See, as you know, when you go on using a particular asset, it going to lose its value. It is going to lose its value. So what is the amount it loses for that particular year? We are going to call it as depreciation. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸವಕಳಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದಾಗ ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು ನಾವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸದೇ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾವು ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈ 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಕಾರ್ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು, 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೊಸ ಕಾರನ್ನ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಕಾರನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ಯಾರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಅದೇ ಕಾರನ್ನ ನೀವು 2020ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಕೆನ್ ಯು ಸೆಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 15 lakhs? ನೋ. ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ? ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮಾಡಲು ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನು 15 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ತಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೋಬೋದು? 13 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೋಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 14 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೋಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಏನು ಯೂಸೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೋರೂಮಿಂದ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ಯಾರೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ಯಾ. ಆದರೆ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 1 ಇಯರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ನೀವು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳು ಅದನ್ನು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಈಗ 15 ಲಕ್ಷದ್ದು ನಾವು 2020ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ 14 ಲಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತವೆ. ಅದರ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 14. ಎಷ್ಟು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂತು? 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಯಷ್ಟು ಆಸ್ತಿ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ? ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್, ಸವಕಳಿ. ಈಗ ಬೆಂಚಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬೆಂಚ್ಗೆ 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಚಸ್ನ 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ. 1 ಇಯರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಕೆನ್ ಯು ಸೆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ₹5,000? ಮಾರಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ? 5,000 ಮಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಮರ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿ ಜಕಣಾಚಾರ ಇರ್ತೀರ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆತ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ನಟ್ಟು ಬೋಲ್ಟು ಲೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಈ 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಪೋಸ್ 4,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ 4,500 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಟ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಒಟ್ಟು ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟದು? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರು 5,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೆಲೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ? 4,500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಅಂದರೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿನಷ್ಟು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಸೊ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೈನ್, ಸೊ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಸ್ gradual, it is a depreciation is the continuous gradual loss in the value of an asset. ಇದು ಗ್ರಾಜುಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಲಿ, ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸದೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಕಾಲ ಗತಿಸಿದ ಹಾಗೆ, ಕಾಲ ಕಳೆದ ಹಾಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ತನ್ನ ಮೌಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಳೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಮೌಲ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಅಸೆಟ್. ಇನ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಫಾಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸೆಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಸ್. It is a loss that has to be shown in the income and expenditure account. It is a loss. It has to be shown in the expenditure side. So students, now I am going to work out this problem. So I have already explained each and every item. Now I am going to rule for this problem number 12. Just to see. Now I am going to work out the problem number 12. You go through this carefully. So now I am going to rule for this income and expenditure account. Here he has given the receipts and payments account and opening balance sheet. Now you are asked to prepare the income and expenditure account. So this is the format of income and expenditure account, students. Income and expenditure account of expenditure account of the name here is given, we can give Unity Club. Account of Unity Club for the year ended 31st March 13. 31st March 13. Year expenditure. Year income. Rupees. Here also. Rupees.
So now let us come to one by one. Firstly, I would like to take up the receipt side. Balance that should not be taken because it is a balance sheet taken. Sale of old furniture, it is a loss that has to be taken in the expenditure side. So sale of old furniture. Here in the bracket here he has given students 6,000 rupees. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಬಾಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇವಲ 4,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ 4,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು ಲಾಸು? 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು? ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್, ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ 6,000 minus 4,000. ಸೊ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಬಾಳೋ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ 4,000 ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಬೈ ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಒಂದನೇದು the club had 500 members each paying an annual subscription of rupees 150. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 500 ಜನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? 150 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಂಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಬೈ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ he has given, that is, so totally there are 500 members and each member is supposed to pay rupees 150. That is 500 into 150. This is the amount we have to receive from the members. This is an income. That comes to, as you know, 75,000. 75,000. Because here in the subscription he has given for the year 2013, so 60,000. So another 15,000 is the outstanding. So therefore directly we can say 500 into 150, that is 75,000 is the subscription received during the year. And sale of old newspaper. So by sale of old newspapers, students, sale of old newspapers 10,800. 10,800. Profit from entertainment. By profit from entertainment. By profit from entertainment is an income. Students, 44,000. Profit from entertainment, it is 44,000. And rent here by rent received is 84,000. Regarding rent, is there any adjustments? Let us see. No adjustments, so directly you can say you can take 84,000. Rent is 84,000. And then come to this payment side, students. Furniture that should not be taken, it is a capital item. Library books that should not be taken, only you have to take this in the balance sheet. Salaries, 2 salaries. See here, 2 salaries here he has given 72,000. You take this in the inner column and you come to the adjustment, students. See in the balance sheet, outstanding salary, that is 6,000 rupees. 2012 ಇಸ್ವಿಗೆ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಏನು ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ 72,000 ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಲೆಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್, that is 6,000 rupees here is given. See here also he has given. And salary is paid include rupees 6,000 for the year 2012. 6,000 rupees na less ಮಾಡಿ, let it be in the inner column. 66,000. And then one more adjustment. On 31st March 2013, salaries outstanding amounted to rupees 1,002. ಈ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 1,200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. And outstanding salary, that is rupees 1,200. 1,200. That comes to 67,200. And then general expenses. To general expenses 18,000. To general expenses 18,000. To electric charges students 2,000. And then newspaper is an expenditure for newspapers. For newspapers they have paid 33,800. 33,800. Postage, 2 postage students 3,000. Newspaper 3,000. Postage 3,000. Okay. And then students stationery, 2 stationery. They have spent for the stationery 40,000. And then audit fees. Auditors ಏನು ಬಂದು ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲವ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಆಡಿಟ್ ಫೀಸ್. ಆಡಿಟ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮೀಗ ನಾವು ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್, ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟು. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಏನು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಫೀಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಆಡಿಟ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Two audit fees 8,000 rupees. Audit fees 8,000 rupees. Apart from this, is there any provide 5% depreciation on land and building? Here he has given depreciation. I have already explained it is a loss. Depreciation is now savakali. To depreciation on land and building. ಏನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು? 5% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? 6 lakhs ಇದೆ. 6 lakhs into 5/100. 5% ಅಂದರೆ 5/100. That comes to 30,000 students. So 30,000. So now I hope that now we have to, just by observation we can say that the expenditure side is more than the
income side. So here that is
84,000. So now in the liability side also, sorry, in the expenditure side, expenditure side, loss on sale of furniture 2,000, and then outstanding, total salary paid 67,200, general expenses 18,000, electric charges 12,000, and then newspaper 33,800, and then postage 3,000, then stationery 40,000, audit fees 8,000, and depreciation on land and building, that is 30,000. So total that comes to 2,14,000 students. 2,14,000 here. Plus this debit expenditure side is more than this. $2,14,000. So check up. So okay, it is correct. That is 2,14,000. So here also you put it on the other side, 2,14,000. 2,14,000. Let us find out the difference. Here is 8. So to get 0, I have to put it here 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 carrier. This 1 here. So 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is 200 rupees difference. So this is, we are going to call it as excess of by excess of expenditure over income, or deficit, what we are going to call it as deficit ಅಂತ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ 200. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ 14,000 ಅಂತ ಕೊಡೋ ತಪ್ಪದು. ನಾನು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫಿಸಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಓವರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ 200 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7,27,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು, ರಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರು. ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ 7,07,000 ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೋಡಿ, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 12. ಸೊ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. 500 ಜನ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮೆಂಬರು 150 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, 75,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1,800. ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ 44,000. ರೆಂಟಿಂದ 84,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್, 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಬಾಳೋ ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ 4,000 ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2,000 ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಸ್. ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ 72,000 ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 6,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಈ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು 1,200. ಸೊ 6,000 ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 66,000 ಆಯಿತು. ಮತ್ತು ಈ ವರ್ಷ 1,200 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 67,200. ಜನರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ 18,000. Electric charges 12,000, newspaper 33,800, postage 3,000, stationery 40,000, audit fees 8,000, depreciation on land and building. So it is a loss that has to be shown in the expenditure side. Depreciation on land and building is 30,000. So total of this expenditure side is 2,14,000. Put this amount on the other side, and now you find out the difference. We are going to get the difference is 200 rupees. This is excess of expenditure, because expenditure over income, because the expenditure side is more than the income side. For this also we are going to call it as deficit. ಇದು ಏನು ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಸೋ ಫಾರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಔಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಆಲ್.